Thanks for joining us here at K84 FM. For those of you just tuning in with me on this moonlit spring evening, I wanted to welcome you aboard Starship 16, Echo Valley's own sci-fi radio program. We've got a real special treat for you this week's folks, a little play called Light of Other Days by Bob Shaw. The story concerns a man with a view into scenes of the past, sort of like what you and I do here. Before we begin, I want to turn the microphone over to our listeners and let some of you discuss our theme for the evening, new wave science fiction, and the echoes it has on modern works. You're on the air. Caller number one. You're live on air. Say hello. Hey, it seems our starship's communications are in need of repair. Well, I don't mean to keep you all waiting, so let's polish off our slow glass and take a look into the light of other days.
A farm of slow glass is a remarkable and slightly eerie sight. A tranquil, incredibly perfect valley of timeless pine.
We've done it all before, and I just don't think there's a market for it. I'm having a hard enough time sourcing local material when I'm spending so much time trying to stoke the flames on rebroadcasting some schlock from the 50s.
60s.
Does it really matter? We're talking about the security of the station, about everyone who works here. When Kingsmill did this, he had a team full of people. And it was right at the beginning when TV was still new and fresh, and it was the rare thing in town. I can't keep taking a gamble on this. You understand that, right?
I just need one more chance. One more show.
One. Just because the slot's empty. Something different, though, because clearly this isn't hooking people.
Yeah, sure. I can do different.
All right. Pitch me an idea, get it to me by the end of day tomorrow, and I'll consider it.
I figure it'll be a historical, some sort of look back on the old show. I mean, I heard about it a lot as a kid, and I figure, if we got any old interviews or broadcasts in the archives, we can run them, right? Slot fill for time. My slot's 2 hours, so that should be fine, right?
You're talking about Kingsmill's old show. Before the Stars or something?
Beyond the Sun.
Well, I can tell you there are going to be some problems there.
Why? I mean, I don't plan on sourcing interviews or anything. I mean, I don't figure any of the cast are even around. Not locally, I figure.
No. I mean, the thing about the archives, I'm sorry, Blake, but they were part of the shift to digital in '99.
Them too? Okay, but you still have the originals, right?
No, the tapes are gone too. Slipped through the cracks, all junked.
Okay, I have an interview on tape on CD from '76. That should work, right? I mean, that should work.
Not without the rights. You know that.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Mr. Kingsmill, you've been working on Beyond the Sun here at K84 FM for the last 13 years now. I hear you've become a bit of a local icon here in Echo Valley.
Yes, quite. It certainly made shopping interesting. I never thought I would have so many conversations in the produce aisle. It's been nice to be recognized, I suppose, but I think there's something more to it than that. See, my listeners are everyday people, but it's their imaginations, their individual perspectives that give life to all this clattering about. It'd be nice to be remembered for it, but tapes wipe, things decay. The waves drift out from this station and into those stars. To be less poetic about it, the message is more important, you see, than the messenger.
What is the message then?
What do you think draws people to this stuff? I mean, big picture.
Oh, that's easy. It's the mind. Bradbury, Le Guin, Zelazny, Kingsmill, they all cared about the commentary, the purpose. Why did you get into this? I mean, you had to have some love for it, right?
Of course I did, but there's a big difference between my responsibilities then and my responsibilities now.
You want to take care of the body of the station. That's your job.
It is.
Well, if you're doing that, I want to take care of the mind, of everything else. A station needs both. It can't be all wires and tubes. You need sound, too. Look, if you want to broadcast the same sports and music as every other monolith out there, that's fine, but why not try something different? I'm already slotted in for next Friday. Why don't we try this one last time?
You weren't this eager when we talked on the phone. I mean, what's the difference between the show this Friday and last Friday?
It's this. It's my own work. I don't have the archives for Beyond the Sun, but I do have this.
You made this? What is it?
Ground stations. It's about a worker in a ground station for NASA. He's listening to sounds from space, and he picks up on old radio broadcasts from the 40s, music and ball games. And beneath that all, he hears conversation. It's about you and me. It's about what Kingsmill knew all along, that the act of doing this is worth it.
That's all well and good, but...
Plus, I know you don't have anything else wrangled yet, so why not take a chance on a show that you know exists?
Well, I'd have to listen through it all, but you're right. I don't have anyone slotted in yet for Friday. Okay.
Sir,
You can keep trying with this science fiction shtick for now, but unless there's an uptick in engagement, gotta be prepared that you're not gonna be fitting in around here.
I got it, sir. Won't disappoint.
Thanks for joining us here at K84 FM aboard the Starship 16, Echo Valley's only source for visions of the future. Tonight, I want to offer something new. For the last few months, we've presented the old favorites, the classics. Tonight, I want to journey into uncharted territory with a piece I wrote myself. See, last week I received a concerning email from a listener stationed at a ground station in Nevada, who urgently explained that his message was calling out from the stars above. His name was Arthur Craig, a recent hire at this facility.